Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Robyn Brown is going on a reality show to aid with the family finances? This appears to be a strong possibility. Kody Brown has appeared on another reality show that no one expected him to do. Could they have drowned since the other 3 wives left? There's a lot to learn and discover about this. Keep reading to learn more about the problem. Kody Brown joins Special Forces for the world's toughest test. Kody Brown is one of the most despised men on reality TV. This is because he constantly plays the victim and was a poor husband to all 4 of his wives. However, when the other 3 wives decided they were done, he was left with only one. Fans now know who will be in Season 4 of Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. Kody Brown is one of the contestants. This astonished spectators because they had to face difficult mental and physical obstacles during the event. However, spectators are eager to see how Kody performs on this, primarily so they can mock him. Fans speculated that Kody's appearance on this show was due to financial difficulties and that this was the only answer. Robyn Brown is joining a reality show to help with money? Fans have speculated if Kody and his family are experiencing financial difficulties since he joined Special Forces. If that's the case, will Robyn go on a show to help out? The grifter twosome, Kody and Robyn, appear to be in search of fresh funding streams now that the OG 3 has left. Will Robyn be the next to appear on a different reality show? Pawn Stars, when they run out of money, she'll have to hawk all her belongings. The traitors act as traitors. She would pretend cry at breakfast when the folks she killed didn't show up, and then she'd say, "I dunno," all day during game chats. I'm simply so bewildered. I don't know what happened. Robyn is lethargic and has the demeanor of a doorknob. Besides, Kody told her that she would never have to work. The potential remains uncertain. Fans wouldn't be surprised to see her on another show. Fans believe the 2 may be struggling after losing the assistance of 3 others. Maybe this is why Kody joined the Special Forces. Fans would not be surprised if this is the case. They are now wondering whether Robyn will perform another program to help them with any financial troubles that may arise. What are your thoughts about this? Do you believe she will? Comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the situation. Kody Brown, the star of Sister Wives, would have to say or do something really gnarly to surprise the fans of his TLC show, which has been running for more than a decade. That's because his earlier behaviors made us drop our mouths and raise an eyebrow or 2. According to a recent post by Kody, he may have discovered a new approach to initiate intimate moments with his spouse. And as we all know, he only has one left, Robyn Brown. Sister Wives, where has Kody Brown gone? Kody Brown's latest advice to Sister Wives followers about seeking intimacy with a spouse appears to contradict his behavior on the show. But perhaps he discovered a new method to foster connection in his last surviving marriage. Now that Kody is a monogamous spouse, he should not be concerned about offending his former wives, now ex-wife, by displaying devotion for Robyn Brown. But in one of his most recent articles, it appears that he has discovered a new technique to establish those private moments with Robyn, albeit he never says her name. Furthermore, he encourages this method to others. Kody Brown creates a flair for the Sister Wives patriarch never mentions bringing home the roses. He never speaks Robyn's name or suggests that he is showering her with presents. Fans, however, assume he is referring to Robyn when he suggests activities to perform with a partner to foster intimacy. Instead of bedroom criteria, he has a novel method for creating personal moments. It's all about your home decor and finances. Yes, Kody proposes that you and your partner get involved in the decor of your home. This increases intimacy in a couple, Kody says his supporters. Fans of Sister Wives are all over this, especially after viewing photographs of the couple's bedroom above. Viewers on the show think Robyn's decorating talents are a tad off. On the television, we frequently see her house full of clutter. This shot above was unique. They utilized it in a photo lineup when they sold their previous home before purchasing their new estate. But it gives you a sense of Robyn's flair. Fans criticized a photo of Robyn's bedroom. Most of them had negative opinions on the decor. One fan commented, "It looks like a bordello," while another labeled the design gaudy. So, Did Kody decide to avoid Robyn's tendency to overuse the color purple by making decorating a couple's responsibility? Consider calling it an exercise in intimacy. Sister wives, pay it down. Kody's theme for intimacy is how you spend your money. First, he recommends that you put your money and effort in your property. However, his daughter Gwendolyn claims that he and his wife spend far over their means. In terms of financial, he also proposes that couples distribute their money more evenly. Kody Brown does not believe you should only invest in your home. However, he did not elucidate on which additional assets you should pursue. Kody also offered a mortgage tip to couples on their path to promote intimacy. He proposes making a double mortgage payment every 6 months. Instead of framing this as financial counsel for couples, he turned it into a new type of intimacy for anyone willing to follow his guidance. Fans of Sister Wives are raving about Kody's advice, especially after seeing how much money Robyn spends on her collections and interests. It sounds like excellent advice, but supporters doubt he takes it, especially after witnessing his wife's doll passion. Is Kody decorating with Robyn these days? The image of Kody Brown getting into the mood by decorating with Robyn does not appear to match what we have seen him do on screen. But he makes it sound like he's turned a fresh leaf by enjoying decorating their home and saving money. So it appears that the honeymoon is still going on. It has simply taken on a new shape. The whispers began as nothing more than stray comments in obscure Sister Wives fan groups, the kind of chatter most people dismissed as rumor. But over the past few weeks, the speculation had grown into a steady drumbeat. Robyn Brown, the last remaining wife of Kody Brown and once the most private member of the Brown family, might be preparing to step into a whole new spotlight by joining a separate reality TV show. And the alleged reason is as eyebrow-raising as it is telling. According to sources claiming insider knowledge, Robyn has been quietly exploring offers outside of TLC, a move that, if true, would represent a massive shift in her carefully curated image. For over a decade, viewers have known Robyn as the soft-spoken, teary-eyed figure whose appearances were tightly intertwined with the Brown family narrative, but in recent seasons, her on-screen portrayal shifted toward that of the final wife standing, the one left with Kody after Mary, Janelle, and Christine walked away. But along with that status came the baggage, a shrinking family income now that filming reportedly happens less often, fan backlash that has affected public support for her boutique business, and a lavish lifestyle in Flagstaff that isn't cheap to maintain. The Brown family's Coyote Pass land remains undeveloped years after purchase. Property taxes keep piling up, and online sleuths have pointed to mounting signs that the financial comfort Robyn once enjoyed during the show's heyday has been eroding. That's where the rumor mill claims this new opportunity comes in, a fresh reality series that wouldn't just give her a paycheck, but a platform to rebrand herself in the public eye. The twist? This isn't said to be a spin-off centered on polygamy or the Brown family. Allegedly, producers want Robyn in a different kind of format, something more akin to celebrity reinvention programming, where she would navigate challenges outside of her identity as Kody's wife. For Robyn, such a gig could be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it might soften her public image by showing a different side of her personality, free from the contentious dynamics of Sister Wives. On the other, it risks exposing her to a whole new audience of critics who know nothing of her backstory, and in the cutthroat world of unscripted TV, that's a gamble. Financially, though, the appeal is obvious. Sister Wives, while still drawing attention, is no longer the cultural juggernaut it was at its peak, and with speculation swirling about whether TLC will even greenlight another season beyond the current contract, Robyn's household income is anything but guaranteed. Add in the fact that her online jewelry and clothing business, My Sister Wife's Closet, has been inactive for years, with fans routinely pointing out its dormant website and lack of new inventory, and the possibility that she's seeking supplemental income starts to make sense. But the potential move also raises complicated questions about Kody's role in her decision. Would he support his only remaining wife stepping into a separate limelight, or would his infamous need for control make him balk at the idea of Robyn doing anything without him? Some fans argue that Kody might even encourage it if it meant more money flowing into their shared household, while others believe his ego would take a hit if Robyn's public persona became more popular or more lucrative than his. The rumored show, if real, could put Robyn in situations wildly different from her usual TLC appearances, working with strangers, tackling unfamiliar skills, maybe even traveling without Cody or her children. And therein lies another risk: how her participation would impact her already complicated relationship with the other Brown children, many of whom have expressed lingering resentments over perceived favoritism toward Robyn's kids. In the broader Sister Wives fandom, reactions to the rumor have been predictably split. Some viewers think a separate show could be the smartest move Robyn has made in years, offering her a chance to build financial security independent of the volatile family drama. Others see it as a transparent cash grab that will only cement her image as opportunistic. But regardless of where fans land, the idea of Robyn Brown breaking out into a brand new reality venture has injected fresh intrigue into a post-split Brown family narrative that seemed to be settling into predictable patterns. And if she does take the leap, it won't just be a career move. It could be the clearest sign yet that Robyn is willing to step out of the Sister Wives bubble and start crafting her own survival plan, one paycheck and one camera crew at a time. Cody Brown's latest online activity has once again lit a match to the already smoldering fire of Sister Wives fandom discourse, this time because of a late-night social media post that many viewers are calling brazen, tone-deaf, and downright inappropriate. The post, shared to his personal account in what he described as real-time, featured Cody in one of his trademark overconfident moods, grinning into the camera and using language that seemed deliberately crafted to shock. In the caption, he bragged about stirring up intimacy in the moment, hinting that he was actively engaging in a romantic or physical encounter while typing out the update. While the post didn't explicitly name names, the implication that it was directed toward Robyn, his last remaining wife, was obvious to most readers, especially given his recent public declarations about the incredible connection they share now that the other marriages have dissolved. Fans were quick to note the almost performative nature of the message, with some speculating that Cody's timing was no accident. By broadcasting in real time, he seemed to be inviting his followers to imagine him in the midst of an intimate scene, using suggestive phrasing that blurred the line between playful and crude. For many, the most jarring part wasn't just the content, but the fact that it was being shared publicly, as if Cody were intentionally flaunting his private life as a means of reinforcing Robyn's position as his favorite, a sore spot that has fueled years of resentment from his other wives and their children. The comment section exploded within minutes. Supporters, though few and far between, praised him for being honest about passion and celebrating his marriage, but the overwhelming majority accused him of being disrespectful not just to his ex-wives, but to his own kids, who could easily see the post. Words like gross, immature, and midlife crisis flooded the thread, with some fans reminding others of past episodes where Cody chastised his other wives for discussing intimacy on camera, making the hypocrisy hard to ignore. Observers also pointed out the subtext, that this was more than just a boast, it was a subtle power play. By openly talking about physical closeness with Robyn, Cody could be sending an unspoken message to his former wives, a reminder that he's moved on, that Robyn is winning, and that he no longer feels the need to keep those moments private. To some, it came across as a deliberate dig, especially toward Christine and Janelle, both of whom have been thriving post-split and drawing fan admiration for their newfound independence. Timing also played a role in the backlash. The post came just days after Mary had shared a heartfelt, wholesome message about self-love and resilience, which many felt Cody's boast crudely overshadowed. It was as if he couldn't resist reclaiming the spotlight, redirecting the conversation toward himself, and in doing so, reminding viewers of why he's often labeled the show's ultimate narcissist. Beyond the optics, the content stirred questions about the direction of Cody's public persona. In earlier seasons, he at least attempted to balance his bravado with moments of vulnerability, but lately his online presence has been dominated by self-congratulatory remarks and provocative statements. This latest, intimacy in real time, brag feels like the culmination of that shift, an embrace of his villain role in the Sister Wives narrative, whether intentional or simply the result of unchecked ego. From a financial standpoint, some fans theorize the post might even be strategic, designed to stir controversy and keep engagement high while the family's TLC future remains uncertain. After all, outrage fuels clicks, and clicks can translate into leverage during contract negotiations. But intentional or not, the damage to his already battered public image is undeniable. As screenshots of the post began circulating across fan pages and gossip blogs, the story took on a life of its own, with headlines framing Cody as boastful, crass, and out of touch. By morning, the original post had been deleted, replaced with a vague follow-up about living authentically. But the internet never forgets, and the screenshots were already etched into the sister wives' lore. In the end, Cody's late-night brag may have succeeded in getting him attention, but at the cost of further alienating fans, deepening the divide with his ex-wives, and cementing his reputation as a man who not only lives for drama, but willingly manufactures it, even in the most intimate corners of his life, and even when the world is watching in real time.